lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
You don't want no problems with me.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On first down, Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Elliott. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's got Lockett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
That's good for the Seahawks. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Lockett. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
59. Nice, sweetheart.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll take a shot, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm on.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Wilson buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Forced out to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 32 that time. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Prescott down. That one complete to Elliott. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up deep.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Wilson steps away to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. There he goes right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside. Kick try.
You ready?
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 55 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Prescott again. That's Elliott, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the air again, Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this position.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.